When Jesus was on the cross in Matthew 27, verse 46, he says, my God, why have you forsaken me? Some theologians say that God did not forsake Jesus. Did God forsake Jesus? How do we understand this?
Well, first of all, you understand that our finite minds have a hard time grasping the infinite relationship in the Trinity. But let me help, if I can, to explain it to you. So, there is no other possibility than that Christ was forsaken by his Father. It doesn't mean he ceased to be God. It doesn't mean he ceased to be the Son of God. But the forsaking is crystal clear, and it's best defined in 2 Corinthians 5:21. He, God, made him who knew no sin, Christ, sin on our behalf. So when the Father placed on the Son all the sins of all the people who would ever believe through all of human history in the 3 hours of darkness, in that sense, he bore our sins, in the language of Peter, in his body on the cross. In those hours when, for the only time in all of his eternal existence, he was made sin, there was a breach necessarily between him and the Father. And when he said, Father, why have you forsaken me? The why is the cry of an innocent person. Why have you forsaken me? There was no sin in him. He was holy, harmless, undefiled, and separate from sinners. He was bearing the punishment of sinners, and punishment is alienation from God. But he did not become a sinner, and that's why the why is there. If he said, I know I've done some things to deserve this, then all of the gospel collapses. So that is the only possible thing that you could hear him say. It's coming and I don't deserve it, but I accept it. Even in the garden, he said, let this cup pass from me. People say, well, was he trying to escape the cross? No, he was simply reflecting on the reality that for the first time and only time in all of eternity, he would become a victim of the fury of God on behalf of sinners. Everything in him repulsed that. So those are what we would expect him to say. And I do believe that R.C. was correct in saying he endured what hell is, divine punishment. He endured all the hell for all who would ever believe throughout all of human history in the fury of God in the hours of darkness. The separation was so real that it was for him being forsaken. Okay?
Thank you. That's beautiful.